Good morning, students. I hope you all are fine. Today I am going to start Act 2, Scene 1. Let's see in short the things that we are going to learn in this scene. This scene is an extension of Scene 2 of Act 1. We meet the Prince of Morocco and learn more about the lottery of cascades designed by Portia's father. The Prince of Morocco is one of the suitors. He has a dark complexion and is conscious of it. We come to know about his character from his speech. He boasts that he possesses a lot of physical strength and courage. Portia tells the Prince of Morocco about the conditions laid down in her father's will. He who makes the effort has to obey the conditions. It also highlights the themes of prejudice based on racial and religious differences, along with gambling, games, and chance. Now we are in Belmont, a room in Portia's house. Flourish of cornets entered the Prince of Morocco and his train, Portia, Nerissa, and other of her attendants. Morocco's dialogue. Mislike me not for my complexion, the shadowed livery of the burnished sun, to whom I am a neighbor and near bred. Bring me the fairest creature northward born, where Phoebus fires scarce thaws the icicles, and let us make in season for your love, to prove whose blood is reddest, his or mine. I tell thee, lady, this aspect of mine hath feared the valiant. By my love, I swear, the best regarded virgins of our clime have loved it too. I would not change this you, except to steal your thoughts, my gentle queen. Here, Morocco says that do not dislike him because of his dark complexion. He has got the dark complexion because he is brought up in a country which is neighbor to the hot countries near the equator and are nearer to the sun. He claims that his dark complexion does not affect his valiancy. For that, he tells Portia to bring him the fairest man born in the north, where the sun's rays can hardly reach to melt the ice, and let them, that is, Morocco himself and the fair northern prince, make an incision in their body for her love. Then see whose blood is more red. He tells her that his appearance has frightened the most courageous man. By his love, he swears that the noblest maidens of his land have loved it. He would not change his complexion except to win over her favor, his gentle queen. Here, Morocco has used Phoebus as an allusion. Phoebus in Greek mythology is one of the names of the sun god Apollo. Phoebus' fire means the rays of the sun. Now, one more thing, the red blood was considered to be a sign of courage. That's the reason Morocco proposes that he should be matched with any fair skinned man born in the north. They should open their veins to see whose blood is redder, that is, who is more courageous. From the Morocco's this dialogue, we come to know that Morocco's physical appearance frightened the brave men, whereas the prettiest women admired and loved it, that is, his dark complexion. The speaker is prepared, that is, the Prince of Morocco is prepared to change his dark complexion only to win over Portia's favor. And one more thing, we come to know that the Prince of Morocco is a warrior and self assured man. He has a large, imposing physical appearance and is proud of his dark complexion. We can also say that he is an egoist who thinks that he is better than other people. He boasts of his red blood and the admiration and affection he enjoys in his land from the nobles and best of maidens. After listening Morocco's egoist dialogue, let us see how does Portia responds. Portia's dialogue. In terms of choice, I am not solely led by nice direction of maiden's eyes. Besides, the lottery of my destiny bars me the right of voluntary choosing. But if my father had not scanted me and hedged me by his wit to yield myself, his wife, who wins me by that means, I told you, yourself, renowned prince, then stood as fair as any comer I have looked on yet for my affection. Now, Portia tells to Morocco that in terms of choice, she is not entirely moved by the external appearance which attracts a young lady. Besides, the lottery designed by her father prevents her from choosing a man of her liking. Her father had limited her freedom and bound her by this lottery which his wisdom has devised, stating that she must marry him, whoever wins her by the method she has told him. If not famous prince, he would have had a fair chance as any other suitor she has seen so far. In the next dialogue, Morocco thanks Portia for giving him fair opportunity and also for being unbiased in spite of his dark complexion. We will also see how boastfully Morocco speaks about his bravery. Later, he becomes sad when he thinks about his luck. He is least confident about his fortune. Let me read Morocco's dialogue. Morocco's dialogue here. Even for that I thank you. Therefore, I pray you, lead me to the caskets to try my fortune. By this scimitar that slew the Sophie and a Persian prince that won 3 fields of Sultan Suleiman, I would outstare the sternest eyes that look out brave the heart most daring on the earth. Pluck the young sucking cubs from the she bear, yea, mock the lion when he roars for prey to win the lady. The dialogue is quite lengthy. Let me explain this dialogue in parts. Here, Morocco requests Portia to lead him at once to the caskets that he may try his luck. He swears by this sword with which he had slew the Shah of Persia and a Persian prince who had won 3 battles against the Sultan of Turkey. He would defiantly look into the most fierce eyes. He would challenge the most brave men on earth. He would snatch away the young sucking cubs from the mother bear, even challenge the hungry lion which is roaring for prey in order to win Persia. Let me continue the reading of Morocco's dialogue. But alas the while, if Hercules and leeches play at dice, which is the better man, the greater throw, may turn by fortune from the weaker hand. So is Alcides beaten by his page, and so may I, blind fortune leading me, miss that which one unworthier may attain and die with grieving. Here Hercules and leeches have been used as allusion. Hercules was the Superman of Greek mythology and leeches was his servant. And Alcides is another name for Hercules. Before I explain the remaining part, let me explain this phrase Alcides bitten by his page. Okay, you know that Alcides is another name for Hercules. It means in a game of dice, that is the game of luck, even the strongest man could be defeated by his servant. Allusion to the myth that leeches gave Hercules his garment, which was poisoned and led to the death of Hercules. And the word page means attendant or servant. And one more phrase I have to explain is blind fortune. Now here fortune, it means luck and destiny. So fortune is personified. Fortune is spoken of as a blindfolded maiden, and this leads to unfair judgment at times. Now, let me continue the explanation of the remaining part. Here, Morocco says that if the great Hercules and his servant leeches play a game of dice to decide which is the better man, the winning throw may come by chance from the hand of the weaker man. In this way, Hercules may be defeated by his servant. So, if he has only blind chance to win, he may miss that, and the one less worthy may win. In that case, he should die of sorrow. Portia's dialogue: you must take your chance and either not attempt to choose at all or swear before you choose. If you choose wrong, never to speak to a lady afterward in way of marriage, therefore be advised. Here, Portia forewarns Morocco before trying his luck for the lottery of caskets. She also reminds him that if he fails in his choice of the casket, he would never in his lifetime woo a lady. Portia says that he must take his chance. In fact, either he should not attempt to choose the casket. So she asks him to think carefully before he goes for choosing the caskets. Next one is Morocco's dialogue. Nor will not come, bring me onto my chance. Here, Morocco has used double negative for emphasis. He says that he will never ask anyone else to marry him. Next one is Portia's dialogue. First forward to the temple. After dinner, your hazards shall be made. Here, Portia says that they should first go to the temple. After dinner, his difficult choice will be made. The last dialogue is of Morocco. Good fortune then, to make me blessed or cursed among men. Here, Morocco prays that may he has a good fortune. The choice will make him the most happy or the most cursed among men. So with this, we have finished scene 1 of Act 2. I have shared a link of Google Forms for doubt clarification. If you have any doubt, please mention. And I have also shared a link of Google Drive. In next video, I will clarify your doubts. Till then, take care and have a nice time.